Hey guys, yo, what's up and welcome to Jump Inside Unleashed, a series where we talk about 3 things that we like in a video game and 3 things that we don't like. In today's video game, we're going to be talking about Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. So let's get ready and let's jump into this. My name is Seb and let's go. So starting off on the first thing, and I'm calling it the chase. I don't know what you call this, but you have to follow a person. I love these types of things in video games where you have to follow a lead or follow a target. In this game, you have to follow a particular person that leads up to a clue. You have to climb fences, you have to maneuver around things. It's not just following a target, it's going throughout buildings so the target doesn't notice that you're following him. I think this is really cool and it makes a really intense and interesting chase scene. You have to keep up with the target, but you can't let him notice you. It's really cool, and this is one of my first things that I like about the game, and I just absolutely love this.
Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
The second thing I like about this game is the talk system. I think it's absolutely amazing. Before you actually talk to them, the game puts you on pause and you get to look around the character and look for clues about the character. You can see things like who a character name is, when he was born in, and certain things about them, or whether the character is ill or not. These things make such an impactful talking section when you ask them questions and you get a few seconds to prove them right or prove them wrong or have proof of why you're asking the question in the first place. I think this is really cool because that helps you to narrow down your deduction at the end of the game.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
So yeah, I really do like the talking and the interaction in this game, and I really hope more games that are based on deduction and case solving, I hope more games like that put stuff like this into their games, because this is a really cool an interaction. This is very similar to LA Noire with the good cop, bad cop, and doubting part of that game, which is a very similar thing to what this game offers. And last but not least, of course, the deduction. This game, of course, isn't just a you go look for clues and there's cutscenes and they happen. This game also is a part of your deduction. Yes, you get to piece together the clues and piece together your idea and what you think happened in that particular scene, in that particular mission. You get to actually sort out all your clues and try and solve the case inside your head. Then, of course, once you've solved it, you get to have a choice of how you want to conclude the case. Do you want to kill the target? Do you want them left alive? This is all the things that you do in just the first level alone, and it's really, really good. Okay, so now moving on to some of the things that I don't like about this game, and I'm starting with the first one. It is absolutely and positively very confusing for new players. The first thing that you do in this game is you have to deduct a particular boy that comes into the office, and you have to answer some questions, and you get to have a chance to look around him and what you're doing, and it doesn't really explain exactly why you're looking around or what you're really doing unless you actually read along and actually understand a bit. But basically, this game doesn't really give you major hints of why you're doing stuff. It just puts you in a place and kind of gives you an inkling to just discover and just do the task. So yes, maybe a little bit more guidance would be more helpful. So the second thing that I don't like about this game, and it's not something major because when you get used to the game, you start getting used to the way London is, but basically there's no waypoints and there's no map markers. You have to kind of discover the London by yourself. You don't have to discover the whole of London and run around everywhere, but what you do have to do if you do run around is you do have to find your way back by remembering or by just running around until you find your way back, because you're not going to be able to have a map marker or a way marker in place to tell you exactly where to go. You're going to have to do the work yourself, which is great about this game, but not all people may like this. So this is why I'm putting it on this section of the video. And lastly, and this is my only thing that I think they should just add in just that little bit more, there's no proper standout tutorial to this game. When you load into the menu, there's no actual location where you can just go, I want to start a tutorial, or there's a tutorial mission that explains to you what's what and how things work. This would be a really cool factor to add into this game, like a proper mission based on a tutorial. And I'm not talking about the first mission, because the first mission does it quite well, but I'm thinking maybe there's an even smaller case that you could just, you know, lead us into about talking to people, and obviously more about traveling around London. I think if you covered those two things, the player might find it easier the moment the first case starts off. Whether or not this is a good thing or a bad thing, it's absolutely up to you. You might want to be that type of person that just goes straight on in off the bat without doing a tutorial, but adding it there for people who want it might make it easier if you do another game like this. But either way, I think Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter is absolutely phenomenal. I think this is a really good game where you get to discover loads of cases, and when you get past the first case, which is a bit slow, you do gain a lot of what your actual controls are, why you're doing things, how the game actually works, and then the game can get a bit more interesting. There's no side quests in this game. It is just basic main missions, but trust me, they're really good cases to solve, and I think it's definitely worth the price. The prices are on screen right now if you do want to go pick this up, and I will see you guys on another video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe every time you like the video. It does help me out in the algorithm, and of course if you leave a comment saying that you've subscribed, that helps too, and I reply if you write anything interesting down below. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video. Ta-ra and goodbye.